Okay, suppose I say these words and, but, because, if, whether, what are they?
Conjunctions.
They are conjunctions. Huh? They are conjunctions. So let's understand. See, morning is just a word, as you said, words, phrases. In the morning is a phrase. It's a group of words that makes some sense, but not complete sense. I met her in the morning. It's a proper sentence, we can say. But it's a, like, we call it a clause. A clause gives us a sentence. So we have a verb in it, a word acting as a verb. Huh? I met her in the morning. It's a clause. So a conjunction can join words, phrases, or clauses, right? And there are these three types of conjunctions we'll look into. Coordinating conjunctions, the subordinating conjunctions, and the correlative conjunctions. So what are coordinating conjunctions? You must have heard about this fanboys things. Fanboys, these are the conjunctions for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So sometimes we do not understand the uses of all. How do we use them? Look at this now, Lucknow and Mumbai. So similar things, when we join similar things, then we use the word and. Lucknow and Mumbai are in India. I can say Parth, Dhruvil, and Ritika are attending today's class. So when I say Parth, then it's a comma. Like you all are familiar with it. It's something very basic. So this book is particularly interesting. Now, for means the same as because. But you notice now when we join clauses, you see there is a comma after the first one. This book is particularly interesting, comma, and then you put this. For the story is based on the life of a famous comedian. If I were to use the word because, I would not put a comma. But when you use the word for, remember this difference. Before because, you don't put a comma. But when you use the word for, which is a coordinating conjunction, you put a comma before this. For has the same meaning, like this is the reason for it. For the story is based on the life of a famous comedian. Now, nor is used before a positive verb to agree with something negative. Remember, like he hasn't informed me. This is negative. He hasn't. Nor has he informed his parents. So here we do not put not. That's a common mistake. Nor has he. So nor has he informed his parents. Now look at the structure over here. The structure is we put nor, then we put the helping verb. Nor has, and then we put the subject. Nor has he informed his parents. Now my friend doesn't like this, nor do I. Try to use the word nor. For. Give me one sentence each.
Nor I like the coffee, neither the tea.
No. We cannot say nor I like coffee, nor neither the tea. Then you should structure it this way. I like neither coffee nor tea.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
So there's no neither word over here. When you say neither nor, then there's a pair. Okay. Here we are using only the word nor. See the structure over here. He hasn't informed me, nor has he informed his parents. This kind of structure. My friend doesn't like this, nor do I. Disha wasn't present yesterday, nor was she on 23rd, right? This way.
I did not play football yesterday, nor I will play tomorrow.
Nor will I play tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, ma'am. No.
Right? The helping verb comes before the subject. So yeah. I did not play yesterday, nor will I play tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
So how you gave me was this. Let me just share with you. You said, I did not play yesterday. And then you said, nor I will play tomorrow. Correct? This is what you said, Dhruvi? Let's understand where the things went wrong. Now, what am I trying to tell you all? That when you structure, when you structure a sentence using nor, so there's no neither in it. First of all, the other clause is in negative. I did not. And nor, when you put this helping verb, this comes soon after nor, before the subject. This is the way the structure should be. I did not play yesterday, nor will I play tomorrow. Okay, now let's look at more. So I believe that competition is necessary for growth, but cooperation is equally important for survival in society. So when you have to show something that contradicts it, we use the word but. And the way we use the word however also at times. But we don't connect the next clause using however just after a comma. Before the word however, you require a semicolon, a dot and a comma before that. And this is, let me just show it to you. If now, however is not a subordinating conjunction, right? However is a different word. However is an adverbial conjunction, you can say, or conjunctive adverb. That's the way it's referred to. See this now? This is needed. So if you are going to connect your points using however, you will require this. So suppose I were to use however in place of but is a coordinating conjunction. Before a coordinating conjunction, you just place comma and you put this. And if you have to use however, then you put a semicolon before that, then the word however, and then a comma. Sometimes what they do is, I believe that competition is necessary for growth, comma, cooperation is equally important for survival in society. Wrong. So without a conjunction, a coordinating conjunction, it becomes a run-on sentence, which is grammatically wrong. Or sometimes another mistake that is made is just a comma is put, then however, and then it's given. Then also it's a run-on sentence. So we need to be careful with punctuation too. Now, are you happy or not? So we use the word or too. So there is no either or. Are you happy or not? Control your anger or you'll get into trouble. So the consequence of something. I could not see him. So then the word so. So is used to mean therefore. So I could not see him. So I stood up on my chair. Like therefore I stood up on my chair. That kind of a thing. So I stood up on my chair, and we place a comma before so. It's just a virus, yet it's scary. Yet like still it's scary. That's the meaning. So for so, the meaning here is therefore, for yet still, and we place a comma before them. Are these clear to everybody? Because we'll be using them, we'll be writing something today. Have you all understood the usage?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give me one sentence using the word yet? Come on, anyone. Yet, or maybe so. Go ahead.
I don't like rain, yet I live in the state with the most rainfall.
Fine. Good enough. Anybody else?
Ma'am,
Yes.
the weather was cold, yet we enjoyed it a lot.
So it's something like this, right? That although the weather was cold, we enjoyed it a lot. Although I don't like rain, I live in this place. Although it's just a virus, it's scary. You notice how the same sentence can be structured in a different way. Although it's just a virus, and this it means it is, and we put an apostrophe over here. It's just a virus. It's scary. You notice? So the same sentence can be restructured like this also. Please remember. Although it's just a virus, it's scary. It's just a virus, yet scary. We cannot use although and yet together. Now where do we go wrong? If you do not put a comma before yet, the sentence is grammatically wrong because punctuation is wrong. After although, when you start a sentence with although and you put a but over here, although it's just a virus, but it's scary, wrong. We do not use but and although together in a sentence. Remember it, please. Or if you put although it's just a virus, yet it's scary, that is also wrong. Is this clear to you, everybody?
Yes.
What do you need to avoid, huh? So let's continue then. Like, I would like to share those mistakes which are commonly made by students of your age, huh? And whose English is as good as yours. Or maybe, yes, almost similar. Now, fill in the correct coordinating conjunction in the following run-on sentences. I mentioned those run-on. One sentence runs into another one, huh, without a proper connection. So coordinating conjunctions are those fanboys conjunctions: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Come on, 2 sentences are there. Go through them and give me your answer. I'll be asking each of you to give me the answer for both. Okay, let me move on to Ritika. Yes, Ritika.
We have received your order for the next consignment and will be able to deliver it by the end of this month.
Mhm.
The executives of the company worked very hard, yet its profit hasn't increased.
Okay, let me see what Dhruvil has to say. Yes, Dhruvil.
Yes, ma'am. We have received your order for the next consignment and will be able to deliver it by the end of this month.
Mhm.
The executives of the company worked very hard, but its profit hasn't increased.
Okay, Parth, do you have a different answer or same?
Ma'am, in first one, I will use but.
Okay, read it. Read it with but.
We have received your order for the next consignment, but we will able to deliver it by the end of this month. And the executive of the company worked very hard, yet its profit hasn't increased.
Disha, with which answers do you agree?
Ma'am, the first one,
Hmm.
we have received your order for the next consignment and will be able to deliver it by the end of this month.
Mhm.
The executives of the company worked very hard, yet its profit hasn't increased.
Right. Okay, so the second one, everybody's correct. Now the first one. Uh, are we talking about anything contradictory over here? We have received your order. Like, I've come to know about the problem that you're facing, and I'll do something about it soon. So should I say, but I'll do something about it soon? No. And I'll do something about it. We've come to know the latest, we've come to know about the latest developments in this field, and we'll take some action um, on it by the end of this month. So I cannot say, but will take some action by the end of this month. Huh? We're not conveying that over here. So the word and is more appropriate, right? Because one answer was with but. So I hope that's clear now. Yes or no? Who gave that? I don't remember. It was Parth or Dhruvil. Huh? One of you gave that answer.
Ma'am, Parth.
Okay. Now let's look at correlative conjunctions. Correlative conjunctions come in pairs. Okay. The coordinating conjunctions connect to independent clauses, independent sentences. And sometimes people include correlative also with those. But let's say easier to understand the concept that coordinating conjunctions are those fanboys, huh? The 7 ones. Correlative conjunctions come in pairs. They also join independent clauses, independent words. They always come in pairs. And you all are familiar with these, both and, like both, I can say both schedule and Gurgun are absent today. So both and, either or, neither nor. You gave me those sentences and they were correct sentences using neither nor. Not only but also, so as, whether or, less, should, scarcely. And these are okay examples. Like it was not only complicated but also difficult. Both the owner and the tenant words submit to the court. So take care of parallelism. I'll explain to you what this parallelism is over here. Before that, I want a sentence from each of you using any of them, any correlative conjunction. Choice is yours. But I need one sentence from each of you. You can type it in the chat box or you can just speak it out. Okay, so got one. He's both smart and resourceful. All right, Disha. This is good. So we have he's both smart and resourceful. Let me get the other sentences also. What would make it wrong is he's both smart and resourceful as well. Huh? When you use both, we do not use as well. A common mistake. All right, I've got one more. I can either hot or cold coffee. I can have either hot or cold coffee. Right part correct. This is also correct. I can have either hot or cold coffee. Right. I need two more sentences. Call me at home or the office. So we'll discuss this sentence. Right, Dhruvil, we'll discuss your sentence. Disha, what's yours? Before I explain, I need a sentence from you two.
Ma'am, I gave it the first. He's both smart and resourceful.
So yours was the first one. Then who's not given? Parth is also given.
Um,
Kritika, your sentence? Ritika. Yes, Ritika, your sentence,
I'm
please.
typing.
So let's discuss these two sentences to understand parallelism. Because parallelism is that area of advanced grammar, which, if not clear, can bring our writing skills down. And we don't want that to happen. Okay. So what is this parallelism? Parallel, you are familiar with the word. So if this part of the sentence is there, the other part of the sentence should be parallel to it. And especially when we use these correlative conjunctions. There are other areas also, which I'll keep on explaining to you from time to time. Today, let's focus on this. Now, he is both smart and resourceful. So what has happened over here? After both, you've got an adjective, smart. After and also, you've got an adjective. So both are parallel. I can have either hot or cold coffee. After the word either, you've got hot. That's an adjective. After the word or, you've got cold, another adjective. So both are parallel, similar things. So we've got a parallel structure here. The third one, you can either call me. After the word either, we've got the verb call. At home or the office. But after the word or, we've got the name of something, a naming word, office. So here the parallel structure is missing. How should we restructure it to have parallelism in the sentence? Can you help me? You can. Just make slight change, huh? You can call me either at home or the office. So what did I do over here? Did I make a major change? No. So parallel structure demands that we have a similar word. So after either, we are putting something. So similar word means if there you put noun after the other one, because we're looking at the pairs, also you put noun. If there you put verb, then for the second one also you put verb. The first one, if you put adjective, after the second one also you put adjective. Huh? Now, help me to correct the next one now on similar lines. I not only enjoy winter, but also like snowfall. So here after, but also we've got a verb. Here after, okay, I not only enjoy winter, but also, oh, this is correct. This is correct. I not only enjoy, because you've got a verb here, but also like, here also you've got a verb. So this is absolutely correct. So what do we, good. So if after, let's take not only as the example to understand it further. If here you've got a noun, then after but also you should have a noun, right? Here, if you have noun or pronoun, anything, if you have a verb, see how it's going to be. Adjective or adverb, similar things are needed here also. right? For instance, like if I talk about maybe my friend, huh? Let's say her name is Rina. So Rina not only enjoys winter, but also likes snowfall. Or Rina enjoys not only winters, or not only the winter season, but also the snowfall. Both places similar thing. Rina is not only hardworking, but also smart. Rina works not only smartly, but also intelligently. So both places a similar structure is needed. So this is clear to everybody? Yes, this is what parallelism is. Huh? Any question over here? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
Right, let's continue then. This is what I explained to you just now. Okay. So the project is not only profitable, but also viable. So this is what you need to remember. This is the structure you need to remember. Both places, similar thing. Now let's look at subordinating. So subordinating means you got the main clause and a subordinating clause in a sentence. Like all these, if you are in the habit of using all these, whether, if, because, though, that means, you know, then these are the things that give us complex sentences also. So he wanted to know whether there was a hotel nearby. We will not sign this contract unless all our demands are met. Common mistake is when you use unless, then many people use not also, unless all our demands are not met. No, unless and until you do not put not in the same clause. Okay, can you use any of them, any of these conjunctions to give me one sentence, please? You can unmute yourself and speak, or you can type. Both options are there. Go ahead. Any conjunction that after, you can use all before, you can use those also. Or you can use the ones that are here. I went there because he called me. Correct, Disha? So this is nothing new for you, but we are just looking at the common mistakes that can be made. Yes, Dhruval, Ritika parts, even if it's difficult, we have to complete it. Good. So now in this kind of sentence, just take care of punctuation also. Even if it's difficult, comma, we have to complete it, right?
I read newspaper because it provides knowledge. Okay. And Dhruvi, what about you? Dhruvi comes to my home. We'll go to the garden. The is needed before garden. We'll go to the garden. Okay, good. So far what I've noticed is it's a little bit of punctuation we need to worry about. So we'll learn punctuation also one day. Come on now. Use the correct subordinating conjunction in the blank. Think of your answers, all of you.
Disha, the first one.
Even the sales of the company increase, it cannot have a good market presence. Even if the sales of the company increase, it cannot have a good market presence.
Okay, this is one answer. We can have another answer also. So even if the sales of the company increase, it cannot have a good market presence. This is all negative.
Ma'am, next also?
No. This one only. Logically, we need to have some other conjunction over here. Grammatically, it's correct. So even if the sales of the company increase, it's something like this, the engineering students say, they do not study the whole year, usually, like whenever I've helped all the students. So it's the last 2 days, 3 days they study. Most of the students in colleges do that. In fact, all colleges, all branches. But sometimes the syllabus is so much that even if you study the whole night, you are unable to finish the syllabus, right? You are unable to cover all the topics, even if you study the whole night. So is it like that? Even if the sales of the company increase, it cannot have a good market presence. You can have some other word also. Can you think of some other word, anyone? Risha is correct. Nothing wrong with it, huh? It's just
Even
logic.
though the sales of the company increases.
If
What about the word unless? Suppose I put the word unless over here. Unless the sales of the company increase, it cannot have a good market presence. Does it make sense? A logical sense? No or yes?
Yes.
yes,
Because this is the condition, right?
Yeah.
Unless this condition is met, it cannot have a good market presence. Okay, what about the next one? In your mail, you asked me dash, we manufacture the small parts also.
whether in your
Whether.
mail you ask me whether we manufacture the small part also.
Good parts, very smart, I must say, because when we are talking about options, we do not use if, we use whether. So here we cannot have if. That's a common mistake. Okay, the next one. Yes, anyone? The
In your
meeting.
in your mail, you asked me if we manufacture the small parts also.
So Ritika, that's what I'm saying. We do have the word if also. But whenever you are looking at the choice of option of something, right? Then we use the word whether. If is used for condition. Just remember this. If is used for condition. If you work hard, you will do well. If you go there, you will meet your friend. If you come on time, we'll give you this chocolate. So if is for condition and whether is for choice or options. So in your mail, you asked me whether we manufacture the small parts also. If is also taken as correct answer, but when we look at a grammatically correct one, better option, whether is the one. Okay, we use whether. Like somebody asked you this question, do you manufacture the small parts also? The answer can be in yes or no. Right? So when you can think of the sentence in this way, you use the word whether. You're reporting something over here. Is this clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right. The next one, the last one. The meeting has been cancelled, dash the non-availability of the directors. So what should it be?
Because
What did you say, Parth?
because
Only because the meeting has been cancelled.
Of the non-availability of the director.
Yes, Ritika, correct. Because of the non-availability, we put both. Because just because you don't get the correct answer. So because of it has been.
think because of, but in the previous slide there was no such word because of together.
So
That's
now
it.
let's look at two of them. Let me explain these to you. Because of, so I did not say from the previous slide. So what's the difference between because of and due to? When do we use due to and when do we use because of? Are you aware of this? Any idea? Why shouldn't we put due to over here? The meeting has been cancelled due to the non-availability of the directors. Why? Okay, simple rule to remember. If you got a verb, this is verb has been cancelled, then we put because of. And if you got a noun over here or an adjective, then we use due to. Simple example. Whenever you are in a doubt, remember this simple example. Okay, cricket match. Everybody watches the cricket match. So the match, let's remember it the match way, not the meeting way. The match was cancelled because of heavy rain. Right? And then I say the cancellation. The cancellation. So cancellation is noun. The cancellation of the match was due to heavy rain. You see this difference? He's got success due to his hard work. He has succeeded because of his hard work. Do you see this connection, all of you?
Yes, sir.